Hey everybody, this is your daily dose of all things royal. Welcome back, my gorgeous good-looking friends. So we have another PR stunt, and the only song that can come to my mind at this moment is from Annie, Get Your Gun.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
Yes, folks, these two fame whores showed up at a star-studded charity fundraiser to support local California first responders. Yes, they stepped out at the Fall 1805 Live Festival. And of course, this is a full-on PR stunt with People Magazine, Us Weekly, and all the traditional propaganda outlets pushing out, showing Meghan showing up to this charity event. What's interesting is that the camera views or the social media posts that have filmed Meghan and Harry shows how blatantly obvious it is that they have staged this to make sure that Meghan is seen as supporting her local community and that she is part of the A-list crowd. If you notice, who's standing right behind her is frumpy press secretary Ashley, who no doubt has staged and set this up to make sure that Meghan is captured talking to Kevin Costner and this guy who does look like Bill Simmons to me, but I can't confirm that, but it does look like him. Anyhow, you can clearly see that the person who has been hired to shoot this has a clear shot of Meghan being engaged, looking really interested in what is being said, while she knows that she is being filmed. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that guy is Bill Simmons and this is part of the damage control that he... I don't know, you guys. What do you think? Is that Bill Simmons? Do you think this is part of the damage control of being called fucking grifters? Let me know your thoughts. Anyhow, other grifters in vicinity were the likes of Oprah. Of course, she had to seize the opportunity and exploit this for her own celebrity profile. We've all seen that she faced a tremendous amount of backlash for setting up that fund for the Maui fires, and I'm guessing that this is part of her PR rebranding image and damage control.
To quite a man, quite an extraordinary man, Sam Dudley, and his service dog, Rhonda. Now, Sam, in addition to all the extraordinary things that 1805 does, they have a counseling service where they have counseled over 700 responders. And this year alone, prevented 24 suicides. And Sam knows all too well how beneficiary the 1805 counseling services are. So before we start talking about that, tell us why you wanted to be a firefighter.
Well, I think because I knew one day I was going to be in India.
So a little bit about this 1805 organization. It all comes from back in January 9th of 2018. The Santa Barbara community, specifically in Montecito, was ravaged by a devastating natural disaster, which were mud flows and you had fires. And this is all about the first responders who were there to help the community. Let's keep in mind that Meghan and Harry didn't move to Montecito until 2020, and they did experience, or allegedly Meghan experienced, mudslides in which it was rumored that she had asked for a helicopter to get her out of harm's way. And I do believe that Harry was not there with Meghan. I believe he was on his book tour, which makes the whole story of Meghan and Harry living in Montecito non-believable, because if your house was facing mudslides and you're off on a book tour, wouldn't you want to cancel to go make sure that your wife and children are in safety and out of harm's way? You would, because it was a serious thing. Anyhow, this was coming out and rumored that Meghan was demanding this helicopter. So now you have the whole community of Santa Barbara getting together and, of course, using this for their own PR purposes, which in this case, I'm not sure why they had Meghan and Harry get up on stage to be giving out some type of award.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex.
Never missing an opportunity to grab that mic. Like, seriously, what the hell is wrong with this woman? The mic was not being given to her. It looked like the mic was being given to Harry because they want to hear Harry, not Meghan. And look at what Meghan does. She goes ahead and she tries to take it and making sure that Harry does not get to speak or steal her spotlight. What an asshole. And even Harry looks just about as confused as this woman does, as she's not really sure where she should go with this mic and heads off the stage.
Okay, so the first award is to Alexa Fullerton.
This is so cringe. You got to ask, why are they even up there? If they were expecting Prince Harry to speak, because it sure looks like they were confused as to, if you're not going to speak, what else are you going to be doing up here? Meghan grinning like a Cheshire cat, looking like an arse, as she always does, and Harry being directed by Meghan as a little child because he just absolutely can't do anything without Meghan telling him what to do. Like, these two look like total jerks up on this stage at this moment. And what Meghan can't really get through that stupid little brain of hers is that nobody wants to hear her speak. At best, they want to hear from an actual royal, even though it's Prince Harry. They still want to give him the mic to hear what he has to say. I think that's fading slowly and surely, but even in this moment, you can see that people just don't care what Meghan has to say. This is a local charity function, and it does give the feeling of Meghan and Harry now touring like the malls, as well as like the county fairs to give their speeches and bless the crowd with their presence. And you have to wonder, is Harry wearing the same thing that he wore to the closing ceremony of Invictus? It kind of looks like it. I think the whole funny part about this is when Kevin Costner gets up on stage and he gets the mic and he doesn't even acknowledge these two on stage. Take a look. Notice again, Meghan directing Harry like a little child. Like, how dumb is he that he needs to be directed to go over to Kevin Costner to give this award? Like, what's wrong with this woman? Seriously, what's wrong with you, Meghan?
Good afternoon, everyone. I get asked a lot by my friends who have no manners. Kev, what's this place cost? What's it worth? And I can just simply tell you on a day like today, it's worth every penny. But you would come, you'd be here, we'd celebrate people you'll never maybe meet, the ones who are the first to rush in.
Oh, and delusional Meg is thinking, oh, Kevin Costner's talking about us. Just listen, they're all just dying to meet us, and we've graced them with our presence.
And it's a place that I've had a lot of good luck in my life, and I've tried to not throw up a wall around it. So thank you for coming.
Kevin Costner doesn't look bad for his age. I wonder if Meghan Markle is giving him her F me eyes, because we all know that he's newly single and probably trying to lock something down with another guy who has actually money. In this next clip, it does look like Harry is attempting to be sociable and has some type of social skills. I believe he's having a conversation with this guy about horses, but then obviously has to bring up therapy and how good they are for therapy, which I'm guessing all he has to talk about is his suffering and pain with people. Also, I might add, this is an outdoor festival, and Harry showed up wearing all black as if he's about to go to the club. Like, why couldn't he wear his traditional gray suit jacket and maybe a pair of khakis, or even just a button-down shirt and some slacks? That would have been appropriate, but he's just rocking up in there as if he is like going off to the club to party for the night. And Meghan, I don't even want to get into what she's wearing. I mean, it really is nothing special, and does appear to me that she's cosplaying Wallace Simpson again. How irritating is Meghan? Like, why can't Harry have a conversation alone by himself without her having to interject to be the center of the conversation? Like, what's wrong with you, Meghan? Like, you are so irritating, and I can understand why people do not want to be around you. Stop shoving your face into everything. And it becomes so painfully obvious that every person that they're talking to that is caught on camera has been strategically placed there in order to get filmed, in order to push out as if it being authentic and natural. The fact that you have frumpy Press Secretary Ashley, always 2 steps behind both Meghan and Harry, shows that she has been directing them to the various people to talk to in order to make sure that this stuff is captured to show its authenticity when none of it is authentic, especially since William just came off of a global press high in New York City and was dominating the headlines. So obviously, Meghan has to steal it back to show, yes, anything that you can do, I can do it better. And see, we're here in the US and the community loves us and we're so helping in our community. Like, none of this is believable anymore. And unfortunately, their attempts to try and seem authentic and not trying so hard fails miserably, because why do you have to go off and alert all these propaganda mainstream media outlets of you just attending a festival? Like, nobody cares. This is your little community filled with rich people who, I guarantee these 2 didn't even stick their hand in their pockets to give a dime to these first responders. So I'm just going to call BS on this PR stunt, whatever the hell it is, and just call it like it is. Meghan, you look greasy. You should take a shower and you should really spend some time with your invisible children. And that's all I have to say. But on that note, what do you guys think? Definitely leave your thoughts below. And you know it, as always, I will be back with more content. But until then, please be safe and I will talk to you later. Bye.
I was such a fraud.